Good morning, everyone. We've all been thinking about the terrible, sad events in America and the death of George Floyd. This has resonated across the world, resulting in some peaceful and not so peaceful protests locally and in other places in the world. Last week, instead of a minute's silence, there was an 8 minutes 40 seconds silence, because that's how long a police officer kept his knee on George Floyd's neck. George Floyd struggled, pleading for his life. "I can't breathe," until he drew his final breaths, calling for his mother. His funeral takes place in his hometown today in Houston. An important statement here. No one is born racist. I love this story. Two children in America who, best of friends, who decided that they would get the same haircut, and they said, "Our teacher will never tell us apart now." It's interesting that children don't see difference when so many adults still do. I'm going to show you a short film now about George Floyd.
My God, it's another sad day in America.
Painful to be introduced to George Floyd during his last breath.
With a cop's knee on his neck.
On his neck.
He deserves so much more.
So much
How
more.
many black lives have to be taken before something is done?
We are not a threat.
I am shaking as I type.
This has got to stop.
We are sick of it.
Conviction.
I just want us all to live.
Death will not stop until the powers that be are finally held accountable.
Don't look away from the truth until every one of us are free from white supremacy.
The world stands with
The criminalizing and killing of black and brown bodies is not new. It's as old as America. It's just getting filmed more.
Do you know what it feels like to be hunted? To have a new hashtag for a dead black person every single day? How does one plan a life if they aren't sure they will have a life to plan?
Michelle Armstrong, Deborah Dance,
Megan Landing, Jeremiah Hall, Stephen Clark, Orlando Castile, Nia Wilson,
George Floyd. His name was George Floyd. Say his name.
Say his name.
George Floyd, say his name.
Say their names. Once again, and always, we fight for justice. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Rest in power, beautiful. You didn't deserve this.
My God.
And that is the name of the movement that has come about through this event. This is the statement on their website. George Floyd couldn't breathe. We can't either. We live in fear. Fear of walking outside, wearing a hoodie, going for a jog, sleeping in our own home, existing. Every day a new hashtag, every hour a new injustice, every second more pain. We don't deserve to live like this, and we continue to fight until white supremacy no longer permeates every corner of this country, until we can live full lives freely. And that's the black community talking about their own lives, specifically in America. But we know that this resonates very closely in Camden too. Every single black life matters, from the neighbourhoods of Sanford to the streets of Minneapolis and everywhere in between. No matter who we are, no matter where we're from, no matter what we do, we matter. George Floyd was not the first, and until there are no more, the battle continues. Once again and always, we fight for justice. George Floyd, like every hashtag before him, deserved to live. We must say his name and say their names until we can breathe, until we can live. Our lives have value, and the fight continues. Every single human knows. Black lives matters. So this, I feel, is having a big impact now. People are listening to what is going on. The issues which affect black people affect everyone. Injustice is universal.
Until black people are free,
No one is fully free.
because the issues that affect black people the most affect everyone.
Everyone. Can you imagine an America with no police brutality, without mass shootings and gun violence, mass incarceration,
Children in cages,
racist immigration policies,
voter suppression, environmental degradation, racial injustice.
It's time to vote for an America where our lives are valued and protected, where police are held accountable, where we have access to quality health care, where we can thrive in school, where our water is safe to drink. It's time to vote for an America without low wages and low opportunity. Vote for an America without the oppression of white supremacy.
Can you imagine an America where oppression and fear are dissolved?
Where we are whole and healed. We are the most powerful voters in this country, so we will not be distracted by the noise they make. We are going to choose who leads us, those who truly represent us, and vote out those who don't. Vote you out. We are going to show up and fight for what we need, and vote for what really matters. We are what matters 2020. Text what matters to 24365.
So for the next couple of weeks, your teachers are going to be doing some learning with you all about the Black Lives Matter movement, and that's been led by our phase and curriculum leadership team, so you'll see that happening over the next, certainly starting this week. You'll know that peaceful protests around the world took place, even in London this week, and even Madonna turned up. How about that? And I want to leave you with this. We said Black Lives Matter, never said only Black Lives Matter. We know all lives matter. We just need your help with hashtag Black Lives Matter, for Black lives are in danger. We're so lucky, everyone, that we have the Primrose Hill community, because we all matter here, no matter what our skin colour, our race, sexuality, special need. It's really important that as a community we all stick together. Happy Monday, everyone.